So hey everyone, it's Andrew here and Logan from OnePlus Armor, and we're gonna do another review for our Frontline gaming mat. We just got ourselves a nice new one, the Swamp mat this time. Take a look here. Very nice. So this is part of their new range. I think they just released like 4 or 5 new mats plus a couple space ones within the last 4 months or so. So this is their, I guess, woodland replacement, even though the old one's still going to be there, but it's sort of like a nicer, darker one with a swamp vibe. So there's like little swamp patches and pieces of wood to get across the water if you want. This one's kind of cool because there's sort of like hidden ruins underneath all the junk that I guess you'd see growing in a swamp. But it's very dark, muted colors, which is kind of nice because their other green mat is very bright and vibrant. So it's just a cool contrast. Goes with different terrains as well. This is probably the one out of the new set that'll sell the most just because it is that generic. It can go with basically any terrain you have, either 40k or fantasy, or you know, whatever games you play, Malifaux, Infinity.
Yeah, you may have seen some of our battle reports. We've used like town terrain on this. I think we had lizardmen terrain on it once. Yeah. It works for everything. Yeah. It's a pretty neutral palette for it, which is nice.
Pretty good one. So yeah, same as their other mat. So this nice sort of very smooth material. Your models or your movement trays just slide right across it. It's that mouse pad material that.
Yeah, I think this one's a little thinner than the old ones.
Yeah, this does seem a little thinner, which is, I guess, nicer because it doesn't weigh like 100 pounds when you do carry it. But
yeah. it
doesn't crease. So you know, if you store it improperly, you're not gonna really have to worry about damaging it too much. It's pretty durable. You can spill. We've already spilled beers on this one, and
yeah, it's holding up just fine.
You can't tell where it is, so it's all right.
I think the only thing we've noticed so far that's been a slight issue is that it's 73 inches long.
Yeah, as you can see, it kind of hangs over, but I don't know if that's just ours was like that, maybe a miscut, but again, it's not a big deal. You know, you got an extra inch space.
Yeah, it's the same great quality. I'll try to get on the detail here, but you can see even down to like the leaves along these paths here. It all just pops out. You can barely see the actual fibers for this. They've done a really good job printing it.
The cool thing too about it is, I don't know, I've seen other companies who do this, and it's like they take the same image and just sort of copy and paste it multiple times on the same mat. This is all like custom one piece of art. So, you know, all these little like bridges and stuff, they're different from each other. Like, they don't have the same look. They're all obviously not just copy and pasted. So it's nice to see that level of quality put into it. You know, they obviously put some thought into it and had whoever the artists are do a good job and make sure it is one big piece of unique art instead of sort of like the same image reposted a bunch of times.
We still got the Tablewar Gaming Frontline Gaming tag over on the corner there.
Yeah. And
they changed something about the bag. What do we got now, Andrew?
Yeah, so same bag. It stores your mat, but now they come with these cool little tags. So there's a picture of what the mat is, their website, and then you can write down your name and other junk on there in case it gets lost. I guess your contact info. Okay. This is great though for like us, because we're gonna have multiple mats soon, or myself and Chris Haynes from the OnePlus Armor podcast, who are doing big tournaments. So we're gonna have
400 pounds of mats is what the shipment label said.
So what is it, like half our tables are gonna be these mats?
If not more, yeah.
I think we got 20 or 30 coming. So just knowing what's in each bag instead of having to open it up and say, okay, these tags are such a great idea. It's simple, but it's going to help a lot with planning tables and just transporting everything and seeing what we have. So it's a neat little addition, I suppose.
Yep. So does this get the OnePlus Armor thumbs up or the thumbs down, Andrew?
Definitely gets the thumbs up. It's a great mat. I know I was originally against mats just because I like the old school look of this, but I gotta say, like, the quality of these mats is super good. The art on a lot of them, including this one, looks almost 3D anyways, so it actually makes the tables look better. And you don't got, at least with like my tables where they have these splits, you can see that while you're playing. This is just one nice big surface. So
yeah, one of the other things we found, and I know a lot of people are starting to do YouTube battle reports or,
Yeah.
or streaming now. A lot of people are getting into it. Is these reflect light very well. So if you're in a slightly less well-lit room, like right here we just have overhead lightings, and you can see it still just, it pops, which is really nice. It makes it a lot easier to film, so I don't have to lug our big light stands down here. But even just for gaming, you know, if you're playing 4 or 5 games in a row, it's a lot less eye strain on it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, be sure to check out the Frontline Gaming store. I think it's store.frontlinegaming.org. Grab these. Shipping can be a little pricey. We mentioned that in our last review. If you're in the US, it's not too bad. But to Canada, I think shipping's like $30 on these things. So try to get a group buy going with a couple guys, see if you can save on shipping. I know they've got a store over in the UK now, and I think one in Australia. So if you're in Europe or over in Asia Pac, it might be a bit easier to get a hold of for that. But definitely worthwhile, and we did the cost crunch in our last video as well, so you can check that out. We'll have a link to it in our in the comments section below. But yeah, definitely check it out. We're really happy with these. As Andrew said, we just bought, well, he and Canhammer just bought a ton of these for an event, so definitely here to stay. All right, well, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all the stuff down in the comments, and stay tuned for some battle reports.
All right, thanks.